So help us understand. So Scouts stopped. The last Scout was produced in October of 1980.
October 21.
October 21.
Yep.
So what happened? Like from this 1959, like this booming market, they come on the scene. By 1980, they're done.
Well, there was EPA problems. They couldn't meet the CAFE standards. And
That's like the emissions and stuff?
right. And when you mentioned corporate tragedy, International Harvester in a whole had problems. They had all their divisions were fighting over agriculture versus truck versus construction, fighting over resources for development of new product.
Yes.
To keep them going, and there was a gas shortage kind of in the late 80s, and then they had a strike in November of 79 through about April. It was about 6 months.
International Harvester had a strike.
They struck, and they weren't building any Scouts. They weren't building any pickups.
Know that.
Nothing. That pretty much spelled the end.
And it just hit them hard.
It hit them very hard.
Is that any of the same context that happened with the canceling of the pickups and the Travelals in 75?
Sort of the same, because the 75 there was definitely a gas crunch.
Yeah,
and
got it.
There were the Travelals and pickups did use a lot of gas.
But it's weird because like the Suburban endured. That might be the only large.
Chevrolet
vehicle.
was a bigger company with deeper pockets.
Yep,
they could.
Wouldn't
call it dead weight, but they could pull along.
And what's interesting,
bigger
John,
vehicles like that.
Like you're making me think, because from 73 the Suburban remained unchanged through 1991. So I think that builds your case to say like Chevy had the deep pockets to keep that old model kind of pulling along through that gas crisis, and now like Suburbans are like everyone, like Ford Excursions, Suburbans, Dodge has like everyone's got.
They missed out on the Travelall, the big stuff.
I know, dude. Travels are awesome.
I will mention the 6.9 diesel that came out in the Ford. in '84 would have revolutionized full-size international trucks.
It's too bad.
And they got out of the Scout game too early.
In my opinion.
Because SUVs, as we know, took right off.
You're
getting a get there.
I have a 91 Suburban. That's like now our family driving rig.
Sure.
And I've had like 74 and 75 Travelalls. And in my opinion, the Travelalls are built superior.
Oh, yeah.
Heavier. The metal's thicker.
Right.
They're heavy, man. I had a 4-door, just pickup truck, cab only, no fenders, just the cab with doors on it. And that sucker took like 10 people to lift it. They're heavy.
Yeah, they were very well made.
Okay, so we're rolling around, but there was like the next model being planned.
Yeah, I guess they had numbers, 350, 400. They were going to be more luxurious versions of the Scout, and they might not even have used the Scout
But
name.
what was like the weird-looking composite Scout?
Oh, the SSV.
The SSV.
That was going to be a supplemental.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, that's not a replacement.
Okay.
That would have been like Jeep Liberty.
Yeah.
Or some other
So that's a big misnomer, because a lot of people think that is no problem, man. This guy's a busy guy. A lot of people, John puts on this show, so like he's at the center. So I really appreciate you taking the time to do this. This is educating a lot of people, which is cool. Really cool. Okay, so 1980, October comes around, strike, bam, Scout's done. So then what happens? Like we have all these Scout owners with rusty Scouts.
They had a pretty revolutionary warranty in '80, which was 5 years, 100,000 miles.
Okay.
Unheard of in the industry.
Unheard of.
And they honored that.
Because back in the day, man, a lot of cars at 100,000 miles, they were kind of clapped out.
So you could say up till '85, the Scouts were being brought back into the dealership and quarters put on.
Yeah, really? It was a rust.
5 year, 100,000 miles.
Wow.
Yeah, think about it. He bought an '80. You had till '85 to claim your warranty.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, they
probably hated it. The higher
they didn't
ups.
like it. No, when they were done with the Scout, they were really done.
Okay.